How to create transformation in your client. Today's session, I'm going to be discussing a simple technique that you can do that allows you to create transformation into your client. If you're a coach, consultant, author, expert, and you want to build your practice, build your business using coaching, all right, and let me tell you, any niche works, health, wealth, relationships, any of it, right, is coaching. So coaching skills are the subset of every single business practice. You want a business online today? Okay, you're gonna have to get online and start coaching your clients. If you want to create a product, business-based digital product, you're gonna have to coach people through that. All right, coaching is the foundation of business today. So if you haven't upgraded your coaching skills, subscribe to my channel and let me help you. Comment below to what sort of skills that you'd like. All right, I do have a certified coaching program. I've been coaching all my life. That's all I've ever done. I started when I was 16 years old. I am super freaking old now. I am almost 39. I know I look like I'm 12. I get that. But that is what happens when you're stress-free and you understand how to manage your emotions on a daily basis. That being said, let me help you get transformation in your client. All right, so here's the deal. If you haven't watched my previous video, I would recommend going to watch that at the end, which is 3 levels to listening. But this is going to go alongside of that. The process is called tracking, all right? And it's called tracking your experience because we want to get as close to the client's experience as possible. Now, what the hell does that mean at tracking? All right, imagine like a railway track. Okay, you're on the tracks, you're on the same path. When your client says something to you, the closer that you track their experience using their language, using their words, using the exact phrasing that they use, the closer the connection is built between the two of you. The closer the connection is built between the two of you, the greater trust is formulated, the greater allowance of a message to transfer over so that they can start to create a reality in a new way. Like coaching is helping someone see a new possibility. It's not about regressing someone back into the past over and over again. Like Freud did, many years of noticing that the more he regressed people, the worse they became. I think most people are pretty up to date on the fact that regression therapy, although it stood a stance in what coaching is today, hasn't really got a place in today's world based on, as I said one more time, the more you regress someone back into the past, the more meanings the brain creates. Thus, they just create a stronger reference to the past. The process of coaching is forward action thinking, focusing people on what can they do, creating and listening for a new possibility. And so tracking is a process, is a simple skill, and it's really simple to apply. If you can lay what I'm laying down for you right now, you can take this and you can start to get massive results with people. Here's how you do it. So say, for example, your client says, I'm having a really tough week. It's been like I've had my hands tied behind my back all week and I just haven't been able to do what I want to do. Now that's, pointing to overwhelm, it's pointing to stress, all of those things. So if you said, well, how are you stressed right now? Okay, although that sounds like it's a similar problem, it's not the same problem as the client experiences. As you language their experience, as they experience their reality, as I said, you'll create amazing connection. So here's how it goes. It's really simple. You just take those words that they've said and you pass them back in. Okay, so it would go like, they say, I've had a really tough week this week. It's been like I've had my hands tied behind my back all week and I just haven't been able to do what I want to do. You say, that's interesting. How has it been so hard having your hands tied behind your back? And what is it that you wanted to do? So all you're doing is you're passing the same sentence back to them in the way that they experience their reality. Now, once I had a client, right, and we were going through some processes and I was explaining the process of being in control of your mind, being in control of your thoughts and how one gets to this, right? And so in this instant, he literally was blowing out, right? He was just exploding at the fact I said, you can control your mind. And he said, no one can control your mind. And I said, I didn't say that. I said, you can control your mind. But his reality around control was very different. He started to get upset about it. He said, look, control and having control is something that you cannot have in life. You can't control your car, he goes. He says you can't control your car. You know, you can drive down the road, all right, and people can just drive into you if they want. No one can control you. Now, of course, I'm not going to give you the whole details here now, but he had some issues with someone in his life who had controlled him. So his meanings that had been associated to control were like creating this completely different reality. Now, here's all I did. I said, look, I appreciate that maybe there's some issues with control here. How about, you know, you could be in charge of your mind? How does that sound? And I'm asking him back to him, how does that sound for you? So he goes, yeah, of course, like being in charge of your mind is something that I'm very comfortable with. And so we now have a new experience to track. Tracking your client's experience is one of the most important things. It's one of the things that I always look for in my clients, in my students. How close are they tracking their client's experience? The closer they track the experience, the greater the result they will get. That being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Subscribe to the channel if you want to grow and build your coaching consultancy practice, all right, and really make an outstanding difference in the world. However, all right, if you haven't watched my next video on the 3 levels of listening, then go over there, click that video. I'll see you then. Subscribe to the channel. No matter what happens, never give up on your dreams. I'll see you soon.